The advanced laws of indices. We'll just run through these. We've covered them before, but just a quick resume. Here we go. 7 to the power of a quarter. If there's a fraction, the denominator, that's the bottom number, tells you what root. Okay? So in this instance, you would be finding the fourth root of 7. Example 2. 15 to the power of 2/3. Now, just stick with what we learned in example 1. That means that I'm finding the third root, the cube root of 15. But there's a number other than 1 as the numerator. So that means whatever I've got there, I am then going to square. Okay? I'm going to raise that answer to the power 2. Now, it seems like a new rule. Well, it isn't, actually. If we go back to our first example, whoops-a-daisy, I could have considered it as being the fourth root of 7, all raised to the power 1. But we don't bother writing that because raising something to the power 1 makes no difference. So that's why it appears, first glance, that there's different rules. No, there isn't. Okay. Now, example 3. Let's have a look when they throw in the word evaluate. Evaluate means you can't just leave it like that. You have to work it out. And we're going to evaluate 625 all to the power of minus 3/4. Right. My general rule is this. Always take into account the minus sign first. The minus sign means we have got 1 over. We've got the reciprocal of 625 to 3/4. So we're going to write 1 over 625 to the power 3/4. Right, we've got a fraction. We've got a denominator of 4. That tells us it's the fourth root. And the numerator is 3, so whatever answer that is, I'm going to raise to the power 3. So here's how you set out your work. That's 1 over the fourth root of 625, all raised to the power of 3. You see where they go? The denominator is the root. The numerator is what you do with that answer. So let's do it in stages. What is the fourth root of 625? And it'll almost always be a whole number if it's in a non-calculator paper. It's 5. And 5 cubed equals 125. So there we go. My answer is 1 over 125. Right, now I'm going to go through one super advanced one, which you almost definitely won't come up at GCSE, but it's not just about GCSE. Here you go. Example 4. I've never seen one like this, but you never know. 27 over 64, all to the power of minus 2/3. Right. Okay, so the minus sign tells us we've got the reciprocal. My answer is 1 over. 1 over 27 to the power of 64, all to the power of 2/3. Now, just to recap, this number here, the denominator, tells me what root I find, the top number, what I do with it. So, it's 1 over the cube root of 27 over 64, all raised to the power of 2. Just use colours to demonstrate what's happening. There's the root you're finding, and there's what you're doing with that. Now, what is, whoops, Daisy, hold on. What is the cube root of that fraction? What is the cube root of 27 over 64. Well, you find the cube root of 27, which is 3, and the cube root of 64. You break it down into 2 stages. Then I'm going to square that answer. Okay. So there was the effect of the yellow number, the denominator. Here's the effect of the green number, the numerator. So it's 9 over 16. So my answer is 1 over 9 over 16. But 1 divided by a fraction is the reciprocal. So 1 divided by 9 over 16 is 16 over 9. There you go. I've not seen one as difficult as that come up, but hopefully you've